done, you've made the choice to free yourself, to experience this deep awakening that will reach into every cell of your body. I'm so passionate about this. I have dedicated my whole life to freeing women. Now, there are 3 parts to this activation. Firstly, we need to understand where this global consciousness stems from, why it has become a generational cycle, and how we are going to reverse it. We've all experienced pain in our lives. We've felt helpless, betrayed, and alone in our suffering. There is a deep longing to feel whole in each and every one of us, to feel nurtured and loved. These are not just human emotions, they are the emotions and experiences shared collectively by all women across the globe. Abuse, oppression, and discrimination have become so ingrained in our cultures, it is a way of life for some women. Having seen patterns of abuse and sacrifice over and over in my clinic with thousands of my female clients, I began to wonder why. Why is female denigration and persecution so widespread? Why do most women feel their role is to suffer and put up with control and abuse from men? Then it hit me. These are the stories I remembered reading from the Bible, the most read book on the planet, a #1 bestseller. I mean, it was Eve, after all, who led Adam into sin. And I quote from Genesis 3:16, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, and thy conception in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." I'm like, give me a break. So basically, man gets to rule over women, and she shall know suffering all the days of her life? You don't even have to be religious to be affected. The church alone has been responsible for the tortures, burnings, and rapes of millions of women, all in the name of God. It has been programmed into us that women are guilty, evil, unclean, inferior, untrustworthy, and need to be ruled over by man. It's in your DNA. It's in your genes. The Bible has been passed down through generations. This message has been ingrained for centuries. It's like an unseen poison leaking into the psyche of every man, woman, and child. Doesn't this make you mad? Do you feel it in every cell of your body? We need to reclaim what was taken from us and find our voices. We are going to reverse this curse placed upon you, cancel all manipulations encoded in the DNA. It's time to reclaim your divinity and power as a woman. Are you ready? For this activation, I want you to go back in time, go back to a place where you have felt pain, or you've suffered, or you had abuse or abandonment. I want you to go there and connect to that person, connect to that emotion. Because we are going to transform those emotions of your pain into power through this activation. We're going to make a shift so you vibrate with a new energy field of empowerment. So I want you to take nice deep breaths, close your eyes, and know there's no other place that you need to be. I'm going to begin the activation. Accessing all consciousness, divine sources, healing words of power, ancestors and connections. I invoke all enlightened beings to assist in the activation of your true sense and power as a woman. I release you from all existing cords, contracts, curses, vows, falsehoods, manipulations, doctrines, beliefs, debts, guilt, rituals, religious and spiritual programming and ceremonies that has kept you bound in persecution, poverty, suffering, sacrifice, and low self-worth since time began. You are born in purity, with permission to love yourself unconditionally. You can now reclaim and activate your gifts, compassion, respect, value, freedom, and spiritual powers, and all that makes you innately great and powerful. I return to you the sacredness and divinity of your worth, power, and healing abilities as a woman. I now call upon the shamanic healers and their ancestors to return your soul fragments from loss, trauma, and abuse, so that you may feel whole and at peace. Every cell in your body, every facet of your DNA, every particle is now encoded and activated for you to live a life of worthiness and empowerment. You are here to be heard, acknowledged, understood, respected, and free to be uniquely you. This is your blessing and your divine birthright to be a powerful and great woman. Now for you to claim your rights as a woman, repeat the following affirmations, and where I say my name, you say your name. I, Marisa, choose to accept my birthright as a woman and release the negative archetypes that have bound me. I now remove the veil of consciousness that has hidden my divinity. I reject all falsehoods, manipulations, and control over me. I choose to reclaim my sacredness, greatness, spiritual powers, and equality as a woman. I choose to allow love, nurturing, respect, and support from others, and invoke my healing powers to heal our children and Mother Earth. I make this declaration that I am pure, sacred, and powerful. I recognize I must reclaim my rights and my power so that balance and nurturing is restored to myself and the earth. It is my gift and birthright as a woman to be free to live in my power from this point forward.